There's been a flurry of political developments in Rajasthan, which has finally culminated in the ouster of Sachin Pilot as Deputy Chief Minister and also him being stripped of all his ministries. So, what really has triggered this political crisis and what is the road forward? Well, Sachin Pilot has been a miffed man for quite some time now. In fact, in December 2018, he felt he was denied the chief ministership despite being the Congress state president who led them to that victory. He felt the position was rightly his, but instead he was overlooked and the post was given to Ashok Gehlot, who's an old Congress warhorse. But since then, since December 2018, there have been many bickerings, many disagreements between the two leaders, between the old guard and the new guard, and they've invariably played out publicly. Now, Sachin Pilot has criticized the law and order of the state. He's criticized the handling of a number of issues very publicly. But Ashok Gehlot hasn't backed down either. In fact, Ashok Gehlot very publicly criticized Sachin Pilot, held him responsible for his son's defeat in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections as well. So that entire standoff, that entire face-off between these two leaders has been continuing over the past 2 years. Sachin Pilot has felt that he's been sidelined from the decision-making process. Incidentally, after the Congress government completed a year in power in Rajasthan, he was nowhere to be seen in the celebrations, in the advertisements, in the brochures of the government achievements. He feels that he's been sidelined from all the decision making repeatedly. He doesn't have any of his men who are loyal to him in the cabinet or in various party posts. But the final straw really was a notice that he received asking him to testify on an alleged bid to topple the Rajasthan government, which culminated in him having this rebellion, almost walking out of the party. Interestingly, though, the Congress party has neither expelled him nor suspended him. There is fear within the party that doing so might invite a backlash from the Gujar community of which Sachin Pilot is a part of, or even make him float his own regional party, which could again dent the Congress vote bank. There was talk of him reaching out to the BJP. In fact, there were backroom negotiations on between with him and the BJP as well. But right now, having realized that Sachin Pilot does not have the numbers, the BJP have decided to keep an arm's length and watch things as they play out. One thing is fairly certain, though, that Sachin Pilot does not have the numbers to topple the Ashok Gehlot government. He does not have the numbers to stake claim to the post. But the Congress has left the door open to him by not really expelling him or suspending him. Whether he chooses to work with the party, whether he chooses to reach out to them and accept that olive branch remains to be seen. But one thing is fairly certain, and one thing has been exposed, that this is again a failure of the Congress High Command, which has allowed this wound to fester for the past 2 years and done nothing about it till date.